Welcome to Fenny Magnet. Right now in this video I'll show you how you can replace the heatsink on your laptop. Before we start the video, let me tell you what configuration I have on this Dell and what is the purpose of replacing the heatsink paste. Now on this I have i7 500 GB and 8 GB of a RAM, and I can almost I can play almost all the games, okay, including the GTA 5. The graphic card I have, that's Nvidia, uh, with the 2 GB and 600 series something. Now what is happening that the GPU, when I try to track the temperature on this one, the GPU temperature is always down, okay, it's below 70 degree. But when I take a look on the CPU, the temperature goes to 80 85, okay, but it does not increase 90, but still it goes to 85. So what I did, I planned to replace the heatsink paste, but last time, and the heatsink which I used last time was this one. This is a like a non-branded standard heatsink. This kind of heatsink cost like 20-30 rupees in India, okay. But this time I have got this Cooler Master V1 IC valve, okay, thermal compound. Now this is approximately 300 to 400 rupees. So what I'm trying to do on this right now, I will clean the old heatsink paste and I'll put this heatsink, and then I'll test my what is the temperature of the CPU, and that will give me a clear idea if this is really worth or not, okay. So after making the video, I will be using this laptop for gaming for a week and so, and then I will put my response, and what are my thoughts by after putting this kind of compound in the laptop. So you can check what was the response, what was the ultimate results in the comment section or in the description. So I have already opened all the screws, okay. Generally I do not use this laptop for any other purpose apart from gaming. I have installed few games like GTA 5. I have installed the Dirt. There are some action games like CSgo and so on. Mostly I play GTA, and the graphic is very awesome. I'm able to play on this laptop on a high resolution, and many a times I also connect my HDMI from this laptop to my monitor and so on. Just for your information, I do not have a battery on this because the battery failed, and right now I'm using directly on the power. And anyway, in my home I have a backup, the UPS, so even the power goes off, it doesn't really matter to me as long as the power jack is connected on this one. So the first thing you have to do, this will be the we will have to remove this whole thing. The fan is cleaned, so I don't have to really clean the fan and so on. So what I will be doing, I will be just opening the heatsink and will clean the processor, the GPU, and will put the heatsink back, the heatsink paste, okay, thermal compound. And just for your information that I'm also working on a little do-it-yourself project, that is I'm making uh, kind of a small cooling pad, okay. So I will be try to make a video on that if possible and will upload for you guys, okay. And here are the fans which I will be using for my cooling pad, okay. I got this kind of 4 to 5 fans, okay. So I will make that the whole what you call the cooling pad, and once I'm done I'll definitely post these things. So here is the heatsink, and you can see that the little the old heatsink paste is already on that the chips, okay. So first thing, I will have to go ahead and clean that. So right now I have cleaned my CPU and GPU. Okay, this is my NVIDIA GPU, and here is the CPU. So this is what which was heating, at the higher temperature compared to this one. Generally, when I do not do a gaming, it does not even go, I think, more than 45 degree. But when I try to play GTA on a very high resolution, the heating goes on. Guys, one thing I like to tell you that in case if you are trying to clean this kind of thing, and when you are trying to put the heatsink paste, you make sure that you do it only in case if it's required. Okay, do not just open and just try to replace, because the original heatsink paste what you get with the laptop, it's very difficult to get in any store. Okay, just saw that I use this kind of cotton thing to clean this the GPU and CPU. So whenever you do it, make sure that the cotton thread do not get stick there. Okay, make sure that before applying this heatsink paste, everything is in place and everything is good to go. So how exactly you need to apply the heatsink paste is very simple. You don't need to apply all over. You can see only these kind of little two parts will be touch to the graphic and CPU and GPU. So only the place you need to apply is on the top of the CPU and GPU. Okay, so as you can see that I have applied on the GPU and CPU, and whatever was left on this the the spreader, I have applied on the heatsink. So it's time to fit now. Now you might be thinking why I'm not applying on this little chip, because this has a different kind of the heats, the cooler paste, which is already stick here. So I will not be replacing. I will keep everything as much as original. So everything is done now. So we'll be closing the lid, and everything is done now on this. So I will be using and I will be testing this this Dell laptop, and will definitely share my whatever experience had after replacing the thermal paste. So if you think this video was helpful, this video is worth watching, hit the like button. For more such videos, you can subscribe to the channel, and as always, thank you for watching the video. Have a wonderful day.